MrBeast is one of the most popular and influential YouTubers of our time, but beneath the surface of his public persona lies a wealth of lesser-known facts, secrets, and even conspiracies that have fascinated his fans for years. In this video, we'll be diving deep into the MrBeast iceberg, uncovering the hidden truths and mysteries surrounding this YouTube legend. So, let's break the ice. Have you ever wondered about the origins of MrBeast's YouTube channel name? Back in the early days before he became the mega popular creator we know today, MrBeast went by the username MrBeast6000. But why 6000? Was it just a random number, or did it hold some deeper meaning? As MrBeast's channel grew and evolved, he eventually dropped the 6000, opting for the simpler, more iconic MrBeast. But the mystery remains. What was the significance of those 4 digits? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the iceberg of MrBeast lore and try and uncover the truth behind the name that started it all. Speaking of MrBeast's crew, let's talk about Chandler. He's known for his goofy antics and willingness to do just about anything for the sake of comedy. But did you know that this fearless jokester has a surprisingly relatable fear? That's right, Chandler is scared of pickles. It may sound silly, but can you blame him? Those slimy, bumpy, green cylinders can be pretty unsettling if you think about it too hard. In several videos, MrBeast has exploited Chandler's pickle phobia for laughs, subjecting him to challenges and pranks involving the briny cucumbers. But hey, facing your fears is all a part of the gig when you're in MrBeast's inner circle. If you're a true MrBeast fan, you've probably spent some time browsing shopmrbeast.com, the official store for all things MrBeast. From the t-shirts and hoodies to accessories and collectibles, the store offers a wide range of merchandise featuring MrBeast's iconic logo and catchphrases. But have you ever wondered about the story behind the store? How did it come to be and who designs all of those clever products? There may be more to this virtual shopping destination than meets the eye. Keep watching as we explore the hidden depths of MrBeast's merchandising empire. For those who can't get enough of MrBeast content, there's MrBeast Gaming, a separate YouTube channel dedicated entirely to gaming challenges and Let's Plays. While the main MrBeast channel focuses on real-world stunts and experiments, MrBeast Gaming allows us to see another side of our favorite creator as he tackles the virtual challenges with the same enthusiasm and creativity that he brings to his in-real-life videos. But what inspired MrBeast to create the gaming-focused offshoot? And how does he balance the demands of running multiple successful channels? The answers may surprise you. You know him, you love him, you can't escape him. MrBeast is everywhere these days, but his YouTube domination is just the tip of the iceberg. MrBeast also maintains a strong presence on other social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, using them to connect with fans, share behind-the-scenes glimpses of his life, and promote his latest projects. Each platform showcases a slightly different side of MrBeast's personality, from his quick wit on Twitter to his goofy dance moves on TikTok. But how does he manage to keep up with it all? The secret may lie in the very origins of his social media success. From the wacky to the heartwarming, Beast Reacts has become a beloved series on MrBeast's channel. In each episode, MrBeast and his crew sit down to watch and react to viral videos, fan submissions, and more. But what sets Beast Reacts apart from the countless other reaction channels on YouTube? Perhaps it's the genuine camaraderie between MrBeast and his friends, or the way they approach each video with a mix of humor and sincerity. Or maybe it's the sense that through their reactions, we're getting a glimpse into real people behind the camera. Whatever the reason, Beast Reacts has become a staple of MrBeast's content empire. No man is an island, and that goes double for YouTubers. Throughout his career, MrBeast has collaborated with a number of online creators, from PewDiePie and Mark Rober to James Charles and David Dobrik. These collabs have taken many forms, from epic real-world challenges to gaming sessions and everything in between. But what is it about MrBeast that makes him such a sought-after collaborator? Is it his massive audience, his creative vision, or simply his reputation as a genuine nice guy? And what do these collabs reveal about the inner workings of the YouTube community? Honey has been a frequent sponsor of MrBeast videos, and it's not hard to see why. With his massive audience and authentic endorsement, MrBeast has likely driven countless signups for the service. But how did this partnership come about, and what does it say about the relationship between creators and sponsors in the YouTube ecosystem? Is Honey just one example of MrBeast's business savvy, or is there more to the story than meets the eye? Let's dive deeper. In a move that surprised and delighted fans, MrBeast recently launched his own virtual restaurant chain, MrBeast Burger. Available exclusively through delivery apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash, MrBeast Burger offers a mouth-watering selection of burgers, fries, and more, all created in collaboration with MrBeast himself. But what inspired MrBeast to venture into the world of food delivery? Is it just another example of his entrepreneurial spirit, or is there a deeper meaning behind the MrBeast Burger brand? And how does a virtual restaurant even work anyway? Grab a napkin and get ready to find out. Chipping deeper, family is everything, and that's certainly true for MrBeast and his brother, known online as Mr. Bro. While he may not be as famous as his sibling, Mr. Bro has been a constant presence in MrBeast's life and career, often working behind the scenes to help him run the business side of things. But who is Mr. Bro really? What's it like to be the less famous brother of one of the world's biggest YouTubers? And what role has he played in the MrBeast success story? From what we can see, a whole lot of brotherly love. In 2019, MrBeast teamed up with fellow YouTuber Mark Rober to launch Team Trees, an ambitious initiative aimed at raising $20 million to plant 20 million trees around the world. The campaign was a massive success, attracting donations from fans, celebrities, and even billionaires like Elon Musk. But what inspired MrBeast to take on such a monumental task? How did he and Mark coordinate with the Arbor Day Foundation to make their vision a reality? And what impact has Team Trees had? Team Trees' impact has made a meaningful change to the environment as well as the YouTube community as a whole. For a time, it seemed like the entire internet was consumed by one epic battle, PewDiePie vs. T-Series. As the two channels raced to become the first to reach 100 million subscribers, fans and fellow creators alike took sides, with MrBeast emerging as one of PewDiePie's most vocal supporters. But why did MrBeast choose to involve himself in this epic showdown? Was it a simple matter of loyalty to his friend and collaborator, or was there more at stake? And the answer is he's simply his #1 supporter. In addition to his long-form content, MrBeast has embraced the trend of short-form videos on platforms like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. These bite-sized clips often feature MrBeast and his crew engaging in mini challenges, performing skits, or even just goofing around behind the scenes. But what is the appeal of this shorter format, and how does it differ from MrBeast's usual content? Are MrBeast Shorts just a way to stay relevant in the ever-changing online landscape, or do they serve a deeper purpose? One of the most persistent rumors surrounding MrBeast's crew involves Carl, who often serves as a foil for the more energetic personalities around him. For years, fans have speculated about Carl's sexuality, some claiming that they have evidence that he's gay or bisexual. But what is the truth behind these rumors, and why do they continue to circulate? Does it really matter that much, or are fans just digging too deep into his personal life? We'll leave it at that. As someone who knows a thing or two about grabbing an audience attention, MrBeast has a keen eye for what makes a good YouTube intro and what doesn't. In his worst intro series,
blah 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 bleach, blah 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 don't leave your kid home alone, blah 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 little kids. Enough with this tyranny. It's time for best intros.
MrBeast showcases some of the cringiest, most awkward, and just plain bizarre introductions he's come across on the platform. But why do these intros miss the mark so badly? Is it a lack of self-awareness, a misguided attempt at humor, or something else entirely? And what can aspiring YouTubers learn from these cautionary tales about the importance of making a strong first impression? All this can be found in the early days of his channel. In a crossover event that set the internet ablaze, MrBeast once hosted a special episode of Meme Review, the popular series created by PewDiePie. For the uninitiated, Meme Review is exactly what it sounds like, a deep dive into the latest and greatest memes circulating online. But what made MrBeast's edition of the show so special? Was it his unique perspective as a creator outside the traditional meme community, or was it his ability to bring his own brand of humor to the format? And what did the collaboration reveal about the relationship between two of YouTube's biggest stars? Now, in 2020, MrBeast launched Finger on the App, an endurance challenge that asked participants to keep their finger on their phone screen for as long as possible, with the last person standing winning a cash prize. The game quickly went viral, with thousands of players from around the world competing for the chance to win. But what was the inspiration behind the unique concept, and how did MrBeast and his team bring it to life? Was it just a clever way to capitalize off the growing trend of mobile gaming, or was there a deeper message about the power of determination and perseverance? If it was, I don't have any of that because I lost in the first hour. But congrats to the winner. Over the years, MrBeast has racked up an impressive number of awards and nominations for his work on YouTube. From Streamy Awards to Kids' Choice Awards, MrBeast has been recognized by his peers and fans alike for his creativity, philanthropy, and all-around excellence as a creator. But what do these accolades mean to MrBeast, and how do they fit into his larger legacy? Are they just a nice bonus or a validation for all the hard work and dedication he's put into his channel? And what do they say about the growing mainstream acceptance of YouTube as a legitimate platform for entertainment and art? In a rare moment of vulnerability, MrBeast once opened up to his fans about his struggle with Crohn's disease, a chronic inflammatory bowel condition that can cause a range of painful and debilitating symptoms. By sharing his story, MrBeast hoped to raise awareness about his often misunderstood illness and offer support to others who may be going through similar struggles. But what was it like for MrBeast to reveal such a personal part of his life to the world, and how has this experience with Crohn's shaped his perspective as a creator and a person? His vulnerability certainly adds a layer to what we know and love about the YouTube legend. In one of his most bizarre and memorable stunts, MrBeast once covered his entire house in a giant sticker featuring the face of an Asian man. The stunt quickly went viral, with fans and commenters alike trying to decipher the meaning behind the strange image. Was it a commentary on race and representation, or just a random act of absurdity? And how did MrBeast and his team manage to pull off such a logistically challenging feat? After all, he managed to cover his entire house with a giant sticker. Have you ever wondered about the origins of MrBeast's YouTube? As with any celebrity, MrBeast's fame has unfortunately attracted a fair share of scammers and impersonators looking to exploit his name and image for their own gain. From fake social media accounts to phishing scams, these imposters have tried every trick in the book to deceive MrBeast fans and steal their personal information or money. But how does MrBeast deal with these constant threats, and what can fans do to protect themselves from falling victim to these schemes? And what do these scams reveal about the dark side of internet fame and the challenges of maintaining a trustworthy internet presence? Now, one of MrBeast's most iconic characters is his grandmother, who often appears in his videos wearing a comically oversized inhaler mask. The image of the frail-looking old man taking exaggerated puffs from the mask has become a beloved meme of MrBeast fans, who have created countless remixes and parodies of the footage. But who is the woman behind the mask, and how did she become such an integral part of MrBeast's comedy? Is she really MrBeast's grandmother, or just a talented actress playing the role? And what does her popularity say about the power of absurdism humor in the internet age? Before he was a YouTube megastar, MrBeast was just another kid with a camera and a dream. If you dig down deep enough into the channel archives, you can find some of his earliest videos raw, unpolished, and often downright bizarre experiments in comedy and filmmaking. From short sketches to random vlogs, these videos offer a fascinating glimpse into the mind of a young creator still trying to find his voice and style. But what can we learn from these early works, and how they compare to the slick, professional content MrBeast produces today? Are they just a curious footnote in his career, or a key part of his artistic evolution? I'd argue the latter. While MrBeast's father remains a mystery, his mother has made a few appearances in his videos over the years, whether she's playing along with a prank or offering words of encouragement to her son. MrBeast's mom has always come across as a loving and supporting figure in his life. But what is her story, and how has she influenced MrBeast's career and personality? Her presence in MrBeast's videos have certainly revealed the importance of family and community to MrBeast. As his platform has grown, MrBeast has become increasingly involved in various charitable causes and initiatives. Beast Philanthropy is his latest and most ambitious project yet, a non-profit organization dedicated to using the power of social media to raise money and awareness for a range of important issues. From food insecurity to environmental conservation, Beast Philanthropy aims to make a real difference in the world, harnessing the energy and generosity of MrBeast's massive fan base. But how did this idea come about, and what are MrBeast's long-term goals for the organization? And what does its success say about the potential for YouTubers to use their influence for good? MrBeast is doing a great job spearheading this initiative. While MrBeast Gaming is primarily focused on more mainstream titles like Fortnite and Among Us, MrBeast has also dabbled in Minecraft content on his main channel. These videos often feature MrBeast and his friends taking on multiple unique challenges and exploring custom maps and mods, all while bringing their signature brand of humor and chaos to the blocky world of Minecraft. But what is it about this game that keeps drawing MrBeast back, and how does he put his own spin on a genre that has been done to death by countless YouTubers? And what do these videos reveal about MrBeast's versatility as a gamer and entertainer? I'd argue he just likes Minecraft, but to each to their own. As his empire has expanded, MrBeast has created a number of spin-off channels to house his ever-growing library of content. One of these channels is MrBeast 2, which features a mix of behind-the-scenes footage, bonus clips, and other odds and ends that don't quite fit on the main channel. But what is the purpose of the secondary channel, and how does it fit into MrBeast's larger strategy as a creator? It seems like another method for him to put out more content as a big YouTuber. In some of his earlier videos, MrBeast used fake money as a prop for various stunts and challenges. While these bills were obviously not intended to be taken as real currency, some viewers still expressed concern that they could be used to scam or deceive people. As a result, MrBeast has since moved away from using fake money in his content. Opting instead for more abstract or symbolic representations of wealth and success. But what is the thinking behind these early money-themed videos, and how did they contribute to MrBeast's evolution as a creator? And what do they really reveal about the fine line between entertainment and responsibility in the world of YouTube? Diving deeper into our iceberg, while he's now based in North Carolina, MrBeast actually grew up in Kansas, a fact that he has occasionally referenced in his videos and interviews. But what was life like for the young MrBeast in the Sunflower State, and how did his experiences there shape his worldview and creative sensibilities? Did he always dream of being a YouTube star, or did he have other aspirations and interests? And what role did his family and community play in supporting and nurturing his talents? I for one never knew that, and most of the internet doesn't either. What's crazy is we're not even close to the bottom of this iceberg, and there's some insane secrets down there. In addition to his many other sponsorships and partnerships, MrBeast has also promoted Quid, a digital collectibles app that allows users to buy, sell, and trade virtual stickers, cards, and other items featuring popular characters and franchises. As a collector himself, MrBeast seems to have a genuine enthusiasm for the app and its community, often showcasing his latest acquisitions and encouraging fans to check it out for themselves. But what is the appeal of digital collectibles, and how do they fit into the larger ecosystem of the online fandom? And what does MrBeast's endorsement of Quid say about his own interests and values as a creator and entrepreneur? It certainly gives us insight into the king of YouTube's mind. While he's best known for his in-real-life content and Minecraft gameplay, MrBeast has also dipped his toes into the world of Call of Duty, the massively popular first-person shooter franchise. In these videos, MrBeast brings his trademark energy and humor to the visual battlefield, often teaming up with his friends and fellow creators to take on challenges and show off his skills. It certainly reveals a lot about his competitive spirit and ability to adapt to different genres and playstyles. Like many popular YouTubers, MrBeast has his own dedicated subreddit, r/MrBeast, where fans can gather and discuss his latest videos, share memes and fan art, or even connect with other members of the MrBeast community. But what sets this subreddit apart from other fan forums, and how does it reflect the unique culture and values of the MrBeast fanbase? Is it just a place for casual conversation and jokes, or does it serve a deeper purpose as a hub for creativity and collaboration? It leaves us wondering, how is MrBeast himself involved in the subreddit, if at all? Because if I were MrBeast, I would be looking at what everyone else is saying about me. On his main channel alone, MrBeast has amassed a staggering 250 million subscribers, a number that puts him in the same league as some of the biggest names in entertainment. But what does this milestone mean for MrBeast, both personally and professionally? He has more subscribers than some countries have citizens. And that's without adding up all of his other social media accounts' followings. How does he manage to keep all of these different channels and communities engaged and thriving while maintaining his own unique voice and vision? The answer may lie in MrBeast's unparalleled work ethic and dedication to his craft. And a fun bit of MrBeast trivia, the 7 millionth subscriber to his main channel was revealed to be Tyler Oliveira, who is a fellow creator who has since become a regular collaborator and friend. But what is the story behind this fateful subscription, and how did Tyler go from fan to family? Was it just a random coincidence, or was there something more at play? And what does this anecdote reveal about the power of community and connection within the world of YouTube? There's speculation there's something deeper, but I assume it's just coincidence. Behind every great YouTuber is a great team, and for MrBeast, one of the most important members of his team is Matt Turner. As a longtime collaborator and friend, Matt has been involved in some of MrBeast's biggest and most ambitious projects, often working behind the scenes to help bring MrBeast's wild ideas to life. As his career progressed, MrBeast has begun to invest some of his YouTube earnings into various business ventures and startups. From tech companies to sustainable brands, MrBeast's investment portfolio reflects his diverse interest and his desire to use his platform for positive change. But what is the strategy behind these investments, and how do they fit into MrBeast's larger goals as an entrepreneur and philanthropist? And from this side of the curtain, we can assume we have someone doing the investments for him or with him, but the world may never know. Have you ever wondered about the origins of MrBeast's YouTube? After the massive success of the first Finger on the App challenge, MrBeast and his team decided to do a sequel. Finger on the App 2 featured even more participants, higher stakes, and a few new twists and turns to keep things interesting. But what were the logistics behind running such a large-scale competition, and how did MrBeast and his team ensure everything ran smoothly? Were there any unexpected challenges or controversies along the way, and how did they handle them? And what did the success of Finger on the App 2 reveal about the power of gamification and community building in the world of online content creation? This example shows us that MrBeast has reached far beyond simply his YouTube videos, yet again. In a move that surprised many fans, Jake the Viking Weddle, a longtime editor and collaborator of MrBeast, announced in 2022 that he would be leaving the team to pursue his own content creation career. While Jake and MrBeast parted on good terms, the news still came as a shock to many who had come to see Jake as an integral part of the MrBeast brand. But what led to Jake's decision to strike out on his own, and how does his departure affected the dynamics of the MrBeast crew? We can see that in the recent 2024 videos as MrBeast has integrated new members to replace some of the old ones who have left. When MrBeast Burger first launched, many fans were curious about how the virtual restaurant actually operated. As it turns out, MrBeast Burger is what's known as a ghost kitchen, a food service operation that exists solely for delivery with no physical storefront or dining room. By partnering with existing restaurants and kitchens, MrBeast Burger is able to offer its menu items to customers without the overhead cost of running a traditional restaurant. But how does this model work in practice, and what are the advantages and challenges of operating a ghost kitchen? And what does the success of MrBeast Burger say about the future of food delivery and the role of influencers in shaping culinary trends? After all, MrBeast isn't the only one putting out products and food nowadays. In one of his most star-studded videos to date, MrBeast teamed up with an NFL quarterback, Cam Newton, to attempt a series of world records related to football skills. From the longest catch to the most one-handed catches in 1 minute, MrBeast and Cam pushed themselves beyond their limits in pursuit of glory. But what was it like working with such a high-profile athlete, and how did MrBeast and his team come up with the idea of the unique collaboration? And what do these records say about the intersection of sports, entertainment, and social media in the age of YouTube? It certainly held some value because he was at the Super Bowl this year with a bunch of other celebrities. One of the most surprising revelations in MrBeast lore is the fact that Chandler, one of his most frequent collaborators, is actually the brother-in-law of Chris, another key member of the MrBeast crew. As it turns out, Chandler is married to Chris's sister, a fact that has led plenty of good-natured ribbing and inside jokes among the team. But what is it like mixing family and business in this way? How do Chandler and Chris navigate the unique dynamics of their relationship both on and off camera? Well, regardless of the relationship, they are very good friends to this day. In a video that combined his love of space exploration with his signature brand of over-the-top stunts, MrBeast once purchased a replica lunar capsule and used it as the centerpiece for a series of challenges and experiments. From seeing how long his friends could stay inside the cramped capsule to testing its durability in various extreme situations, MrBeast put the capsule through its paces in the name of science and entertainment. But what was the inspiration behind this unique project, and how did MrBeast and his team go about sourcing and assembling a capsule? Who knows, we might see MrBeast in space for a video sooner than we think. Before settling on the name Beast Reacts, MrBeast's popular reaction video series went through a few different iterations and titles. From MrBeast Reacts to Reaction Time with MrBeast, the series underwent a bit of an identity crisis in its early days as MrBeast and his team tried to find the right branding and format. But what was the thought process behind these name changes, and how did they reflect the evolution of MrBeast's content strategy? And what can aspiring creators learn from MrBeast's willingness to experiment and adapt his approach until he found what worked best for his audience? We can see this on every channel, but the Beast Reacts channel is a phenomenal example of it. In a reveal that sent shockwaves through the MrBeast fandom, Chandler once admitted that he has a deep-seated fear of lettuce. While it may seem like an oddly specific phobia, Chandler's aversion to the leafy green has become a running joke among the MrBeast crew, with MrBeast himself often going out of his way to torment his friend with surprise lettuce appearances. But what is the origin of Chandler's lettuce anxiety, and how does he cope with this in his daily life? Maybe one day they'll reveal it and we'll find out the secret behind this quirky fear. In a video that initially left many viewers scratching their heads, MrBeast once released a video titled "Don't Subscribe," in which he appeared to be actively discouraging people from following his channel. Of course, as with many things in the MrBeast universe, all was not as it seemed, and the video was eventually revealed to be a clever bit of reverse psychology designed to actually encourage more subscriptions. But what was the strategy behind this unorthodox approach, and how did MrBeast fans react when being told not to subscribe? This stunt speaks to MrBeast's willingness to take risks in the name of entertainment. In a moment of serendipity that almost seemed too good to be true, MrBeast hit the milestone of 1 million subscribers on his main channel just one day before his birthday. For MrBeast, who had been grinding away at his YouTube career for years, this achievement was both a validation of his hard work and a perfect birthday present from his loyal fans. But what was it like for MrBeast to experience such a monumental milestone at such a pivotal moment in his life? And how did he celebrate the occasion with his friends, family, and followers? And what did this coincidence reveal about the role of timing, persistence, and achieving success on YouTube? From what we can see, all it takes is time and a whole lot of effort. Just as r/MrBeast serves as a hub for discussion and memes related to MrBeast's main channel content, r/MrBeast Gaming is a dedicated subreddit for fans of MrBeast's gaming-focused channel and streams. From highlights and clips to strategy discussions and fan art, r/MrBeast Gaming is a vibrant community of like-minded gamers who share MrBeast's passion for all things digital. But what sets this subreddit apart from the other gaming forums, and how does it reflect the unique culture and values of MrBeast's gaming fanbase? Who's to say? And we're left asking, what role does MrBeast himself play in shaping this community? Is he behind the scenes commenting from a secret account? Who's to say? One of MrBeast's most enduring bits is in his Me in Blank Years series, in which he imagines himself at various points in the future and makes humorous predictions about what his life and career might look like. From Me in 10 years to Me in 50 years, these videos showcase MrBeast's creativity, self-awareness, and ability to poke fun at his own image and ambitions. But what is the appeal of this format, and how does it allow MrBeast to connect with his audience on a more personal and relatable level? And what do these speculative video ideas reveal about MrBeast's long-term goals and vision for his brand? In addition to his online merch store, MrBeast has also experimented with physical retail experiences, including pop-up shops and limited-time storefronts. These in-real-life shopping destinations allow fans to browse and purchase MrBeast-branded products in a more immersive and interactive setting, often with exclusive items and experiences that can't be found anywhere else. But what goes into the planning and execution of these pop-ups, and how do they fit into MrBeast's larger merchandising strategy? And what do they reveal about the power of experiential marketing and the desire for tangible connections in the increasingly digital world? He's been one of the only YouTubers to experiment with these physical retail experiences, so it's really cool to see how they do. Like many young creators who came of age on YouTube, MrBeast's early content occasionally included jokes or comments that could have been seen as homophobic or insensitive by today's standards. While MrBeast has since apologized for these missteps and worked to create a more inclusive and accepting community, the fact remains that these jokes are still out there and a reminder of the platform's complicated history with issues of diversity and representation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misgender.
But how has MrBeast's approach to comedy and social commentary evolved over time, and what lessons can other creators learn from his journey of growth and accountability? This aspect of MrBeast's past says a lot about the challenges and responsibilities of being a public figure in the internet age. u/MrBeast100k Invest is MrBeast's official Reddit account, which he uses to engage with fans, share updates and behind the scenes content, and participate in a larger conversation about what's happening on the platform. From AMAs to meme contests to exclusive giveaways, u/MrBeast100k Invest is a direct line of communication between MrBeast and some of his most dedicated followers, a way for him to show appreciation and build loyalty in a more personal and authentic way. But what is MrBeast's approach to managing his Reddit presence, and how does he balance the demands of content creation with the desire to connect with his community on a more intimate level? Because his presence on Reddit surely shows that he cares. In one of the scariest moments in MrBeast's history, his channel was hacked by an unknown individual or group, resulting in the loss of access to his account and then posting of unauthorized content on his channel. While MrBeast and his team were eventually able to regain control of the channel and remove the offending videos, the incident served as a sobering reminder of the risks and challenges that come with being a high-profile creator in the digital age. But what exactly happened during the hack, and how did MrBeast and his team respond to the crisis? In a memorable video from 2022, MrBeast and his crew took to the streets in a toy police car, pulling over unsuspecting drivers and filming their reactions. While most of the interactions were lighthearted and humorous, one particular driver, the third person they pulled over, had a reaction that was both hilarious and slightly concerning. But who was the mystery driver, and what made their response to the prank so memorable? This video has a lot to say about ethics and legalities of prank content on YouTube and the responsibilities of creators to ensure the safety and consent of their participants. Now, in a move that excited fans from both MrBeast and his brother's channel, Garrett, a frequent collaborator and friend of MrBeast, announced that he would be joining the Mr. Bro team as a full-time content creator and personality. With his quirky sense of humor and a talent for physical comedy, Garrett quickly became a fan favorite on the Mr. Bro channel, bringing a new energy and perspective to the team's videos and challenges. But what led to Garrett's decision to make the jump to Mr. Bro, and how has he adapted to the unique dynamics and culture of the channel? Really interesting to see him pick one brother over the other. Any reason for it? We're not too sure. In a move that saddened many fans, John Weddle, a longtime editor and collaborator of MrBeast, announced in 2022 that he would be leaving the team to pursue other opportunities in the world of video production and content creation. Known for his creative vision and meticulous attention to detail, Weddle had been a key player in the behind-the-scenes magic of MrBeast's channel for years, helping shape some of the looks and feels of some of MrBeast's most iconic videos. Weddle's decision to move on certainly impacted the workflow of MrBeast's team, but everyone was happy to see him pursue his dream and move on, as sad as it was. As his channel has grown in popularity and profitability, MrBeast has been able to invest in some pretty impressive toys, including a sleek Lamborghini that has become a fixture in many of his videos. From using the car as a prop in his stunts and challenges to simply showing it off in vlogs and behind-the-scenes content, MrBeast's Lamborghini has become a symbol of his success and a source of fascination for his fans. But what is the story behind MrBeast's decision to purchase such a high-end vehicle, and how does he justify the expense in the context of his larger brand and business strategy? What does this larger purchase say about the rewards and temptations of YouTube fame and the importance of staying grounded and mindful in one's values and priorities? But with 250 million plus followers, it's definitely a purchase that man can make. As a creator who knows the importance of a strong first impression, MrBeast has always put a lot of thought and effort into crafting memorable and engaging intros for his videos. From catchy music and eye-catching visuals to clever wordplay and self-referential humor, MrBeast's intros are a masterclass in the art of hook, setting the tone and energy for the content to come. But what are some of the standout examples of MrBeast's intro game, and what makes them effective in grabbing and holding the viewer's attention? Some of the best examples are in his recent videos, because he's been honing this craft and focusing on making the best hook and intro possible for years. For fans who can't get enough of MrBeast's larger-than-life personality and off-the-walls antics, there's MrBeast Extra, a bonus channel featuring behind-the-scenes footage, bloopers, and other exclusive content that didn't make the main videos. From candid moments with the crew to sneak peeks of upcoming projects and merch drops, MrBeast Extra offers an unfiltered and intimate look to the day-to-day life and work of one of the biggest YouTube stars. But what is the strategy behind this supplementary channel, and how does it fit into MrBeast's larger content ecosystem? And what does it reveal about the relationship between creators and their most dedicated fans, and the desire for a deeper, more authentic connection beyond the polished veneer of a main channel? Believe it or not, there are fans who argue this unfiltered content is some of his best content. Over the years, MrBeast has deleted a number of videos from his channel for a variety of reasons, ranging from copyright issues to changes in his content strategy to personal growth and evolution. While some of these deleted videos have been lost to time, others have been preserved by fans and archived on other platforms, offering a glimpse into the early days of MrBeast's career and the different phases and experiments that have shaped his journey as a creator. But what is the significance of these deleted videos, and what do they reveal about the challenges and trade-offs of building a brand and following in the fast-paced, ever-changing world of online video? In addition to his main channel and various side projects, MrBeast has also created a number of family accounts on YouTube and other platforms, often with variations on MrBeast's name and branding. While the exact purpose and status of these accounts is not always clear, some fans have speculated that they may be used for testing new formats and features, collaborating with other creators, or even pranking and trolling unsuspecting viewers. But what is the real story behind these mysterious family accounts, and how do they fit into MrBeast's larger network of channels and personas? And what do they reveal about the playful and experimental spirit that has always been a key part of MrBeast's appeal as a creator and entertainer? As fans, we just love that we get more MrBeast content. As MrBeast Burger has grown in popularity and reach, MrBeast and his team have begun to explore the possibility of expanding the virtual restaurant concept to international markets. By partnering with local ghost kitchens and delivery services in countries around the world, MrBeast Burger has been able to bring its signature menu items and branding to fans and foodies in new and exciting locales. But what are the logistical and cultural challenges of launching a global food brand, and how has MrBeast and his team navigated the complexities of international business and regulation? And what does the success of MrBeast Burger abroad say about the power of influencer marketing and appeal of American fast food culture in an increasingly interconnected world? After all, MrBeast is one of the only influencers who is able to pull off this kind of venture. As a lifelong fan of the Pokemon franchise, MrBeast has incorporated his love of the iconic creature collecting game into several videos over the year. From opening rare Pokemon cards on camera to participating in Pokemon-themed challenges and skits, MrBeast has found creative ways to merge his passion for Pokemon with his signature style of entertaining and engaging content. But what is it about Pokemon that resonates so strongly with MrBeast and his audience? And how is he able to tap into the nostalgia and excitement of the brand while also still putting his own unique spin on things? One thing's for sure, and that's if you're a fan of Pokemon and MrBeast, some of his videos are gonna be right up your alley. In a video from 2017, MrBeast and his team filmed a challenge inside Trump Tower in New York City shortly after the election of Trump as President of the United States. While the video itself was relatively apolitical, focusing more on the spectacle and absurdity of the stunt than any particular partisan message, the choice of location and timing of the upload led to some backlash and controversy among viewers who felt that MrBeast was aligning himself with or endorsing the controversial figure and his policies. In response to the feedback, MrBeast made the decision to rename the video, removing the reference to Trump Tower and focusing instead on the content of the challenge itself. But what was the reasoning behind this decision, and how did it reflect the complex and often fraught relationship between politics, celebrity, and social media in the age of Trump? And how can other creators learn from MrBeast's handling of this sensitive and polarizing situation? With the new election coming up this year, it'll be interesting to see which creators take sides and which decide to stay out of politics altogether. In a running gag that has become a fan favorite over the years, Chandler, one of MrBeast's most frequent collaborators and sidekicks, is often portrayed as a hapless janitor or custodian tasked with cleaning up the messes and mayhem left behind by MrBeast and the rest of the crew. From mopping up spills to disposing of strange and suspicious substances, Chandler's janitorial duties have become a comedic staple of the MrBeast universe, showcasing his good-natured willingness to foil MrBeast's more outrageous antics. But what is the origin of this recurring bit, and how has it evolved and expanded over time? And what does this reveal about the dynamics of the MrBeast team and the importance of having a strong supporting cast to bounce off with? One thing's for sure, and that's that Chandler is a necessary component to the MrBeast team and one of the most entertaining parts of the channel. In a couple videos over the years, MrBeast and his crew have made passing references and jokes about male genitalia and PP size, often in context of silly and immature humor. While these moments have been relatively infrequent and mostly played out for laughs, they have occasionally raised eyebrows or elicited groans from viewers. But what is the line between harmless locker room banter and problematic or offensive material? And how has MrBeast navigated this tricky terrain as his platform and influence has grown? And what do these moments reveal about the challenges and double standards of being a male creator in the media landscape that often rewards and encourages a certain type of macho posturing and edginess? As one of the most successful and influential creators on YouTube, MrBeast has often used his platform to spotlight and support other up-and-coming, underappreciated YouTubers, offering his thoughts and opinions on their content and style. From reaction videos to in-depth reviews and analyses, MrBeast YouTuber reviews have become a way for him to share his expertise and insights with his audience, while also helping them boost the visibility and credibility of creators who might otherwise fly under the radar. But what is MrBeast's approach to reviewing and critiquing other YouTubers, and how does he balance the desire to be honest and constructive with the need to maintain positive relationships and avoid drama or conflict in the community? And what do these reviews reveal about MrBeast's own standards and values as a creator and his vision for the future of YouTube as a platform and an industry? And as far as reviews go, MrBeast is the perfect person for the job because no one knows YouTube better than him. Despite being a vocal supporter and collaborator of PewDiePie, one of YouTube's most famous and controversial creators, MrBeast has also been critical of some aspects of PewDiePie's content and behavior over the years. From calling out instances of offensive or insensitive humor to expressing disappointment in PewDiePie's handling of certain controversies and scandals, MrBeast has not shied away from using his platform to hold his friend and colleague accountable when necessary. But what is the nature of MrBeast's relationship with PewDiePie, and how has it evolved over time since both creators have grown and changed? And what do these moments of criticism and disagreement reveal about the complex and often fraught dynamics of the YouTube community and the challenges of navigating fame, friendship, and moral responsibility in the public eye? Jeff is a mysterious and elusive figure who has been referenced to and alluded to in several of MrBeast's videos over the years, often in cryptic or joking ways that have left fans scratching their heads and speculating wildly about his true identity and whereabouts. From offhanded comments about Jeff's secret hideout to elaborate conspiracy theories about Jeff's role in various stunts and challenges, the legend of Jeff has taken on its own life within the MrBeast fandom, spawning countless memes, inside jokes, and fan theories. But who is Jeff really? And what is the actual relationship to MrBeast and the rest of the crew? Is he a real person, a fictional character, or something in between? And what does the enduring mystery and fascination around Jeff say about the power of storytelling and myth-making in the world of online entertainment? MrBeast5998 is one of several alternate or side accounts that MrBeast has created over the years, often with slight variations on his main channel name and branding. While the exact purpose and content of this particular account is not entirely clear, some fans have speculated that it may have been used for testing out new video formats, collaborating with other creators, or even engaging in a bit of playful trolling or misdirection. But what is the real story behind MrBeast5998, and how does it fit into the larger ecosystem of MrBeast's online presence and persona? Is it a genuine expression of his creative relentlessness and experimentation, or a more calculated move to keep fans guessing and generate buzz? But what we can say is that MrBeast can never have enough accounts, right? Similar to MrBeast5998, MrBeast5997 is another alternative account that has popped in various corners of the internet over the years, often with little explanation or context. While some have dismissed these accounts as mere jokes and throwaways, others have read deeper into the meaning and significance of their existence, seeing them as clues to some larger mystery or master plan at work behind the scenes at MrBeast's empire. But what is the truth behind these seemingly random accounts, and how do they relate to the main MrBeast brand and mythology? Are they Easter eggs for hardcore fans to discover and decipher, or red herrings designed to keep people guessing and talking? And what do you think they reveal about MrBeast's approach to world building and storytelling within the YouTube ecosystem? Beast is a term that has become synonymous with MrBeast and his brand over the years, often used as shorthand or a catchphrase to describe the larger-than-life personality his go big or go home approach to content creation, and his seemingly superhuman feats of strength, endurance, and courage. From the Beast React series to the Beast Burger and beyond, the idea of Beast has become a central motif and mascot for the MrBeast universe, representing the raw power and untamed energy that he brings to everything he does. But what is the origin and meaning of this Beast persona, and how has it evolved or taken new layers of significance over time? Is it a reflection of MrBeast's inner nature and character, or a more calculated image designed to capture the imagination and loyalty of his fans? And what does the enduring appeal and resonance of the Beast say about the role of archetypes and symbolism in the world of online stardom and branding? Totally Not MrBeast is yet another alternate persona or side account that has emerged from the MrBeast universe over the years, often used for humorous or satirical purposes that play off of the main MrBeast brand and identity. From posting absurd or over-the-top content that parodies MrBeast's signature style and antics to engaging in meta-commentary and self-referential humor about the nature of internet fame and fandom, Totally Not MrBeast has become a kind of alter ego or shadow self of the real MrBeast, and a way for him to explore different aspects of his personality and creativity while also keeping fans on their toes. But what is the deeper meaning or message behind this persona, and how does it relate to the larger themes and questions that run through MrBeast's work and career? The existence and popularity of Totally Not MrBeast reveals a lot about the audience's love for MrBeast outside of his usual antics. MrBeast is a fan-made parody account on Twitter that has gained a significant following over the years for its absurdist takes on the MrBeast universe and its various characters, memes, and inside jokes. From posting bizarre and surreal mashups of MrBeast content to engaging in playful trolling and banter with other fans and creators, @MrBeast has become a kind of unofficial mascot or court jester of the MrBeast fandom, a source of comedy and commentary on the strange and wonderful world that MrBeast has created. But what is the story behind this account, and who is the mysterious mastermind behind its twisted genius? Is it a lone superfan with too much time on their hands, or a more coordinated effort by a group of like-minded pranksters? And what does the success and influence of MrBeast say about the role of fan culture and user-generated content in shaping the meaning and impact of online media and entertainment? Some speculate MrBeast or his team himself might be behind this fan parody account and just posing as a fan account, but we have no evidence of who's actually behind the account, so who's to say? As one of the most watched and highly anticipated events in American television, the Super Bowl has long been a showcase for the biggest and most ambitious advertising campaigns and brand activations of the year. For MrBeast, the idea of creating a Super Bowl commercial has been a long-held dream and a testament to his growing influence and mainstream appeal as a creator and entrepreneur. This past year, he made that dream a reality, having a cameo in a Super Bowl commercial, which is certainly a show of how wide his influence has actually spread. While Chandler and Chris's relationship as brothers-in-law has been a frequent source of comedy and commentary on the MrBeast universe, less is known about Chandler's other siblings and family members outside his immediate circle. However, there have been a few occasions where Chandler has mentioned or alluded to other brothers and sisters in passing, often in the context of childhood stories or family anecdotes. Are they supportive of his career and internet fame, or more skeptical and distant from the world of YouTube stardom? And what do these glimpses into Chandler's personal life and background reveal about his character and motivations both on and off camera? While these questions may never be fully answered, they add an extra layer of both depth and intrigue to one of the most beloved figures in the MrBeast universe. In a viral video from 2020, MrBeast and his team set out to help a randomly selected person gain 1 million subscribers on YouTube in just 24 hours, as a part of a larger challenge and social experiment. To accomplish this feat, they enlisted the help of 3 other prominent YouTubers, each with their own unique style and audience, to promote and collaborate with the lucky winner and help them reach their goal. While the identities of these 3 collaborators were never explicitly revealed in the video, eagle-eyed fans and internet sleuths have pieced together clues and evidence to try and uncover who they might be, based on their voices, mannerisms, and other telltale signs. But what was the behind-the-scenes story of this epic collab, and how did MrBeast and his team coordinate with these other creators to pull off such an ambitious and high-stakes stunt? And what do the fan theories and speculation around their identities say about the culture of mystery and intrigue that surrounds so much of MrBeast's content? As MrBeast's popularity and subscriber count have skyrocketed over the years, it has become increasingly rare for any of his videos to receive less than 1 million views, a testament to his massive and dedicated fanbase and his ability to consistently churn out viral hits and must-see content. However, there have been a few exceptions to this rule in recent years, whether due to changes in the YouTube algorithm, shifts in audience taste and interest, or simply the changes in online trends and attention spans. But what was the most recent video of MrBeast to fall short of this milestone, and what does it reveal about the evolving style and strategy as a creator? Was it a more experimental niche piece of content that didn't quite resonate with his core audience, or a more straightforward and formulaic video that got lost in the shuffle of his ever-expanding catalog? And as expected, as of recent years, one of the pieces that hasn't hit that 1 million view milestone is on one of his side channels, which makes sense because he has 250 million followers on his main channel. It'd be pretty dang hard for him not to get 1 million views on a video there. BeastRLY is a fan-coined term or hashtag that has gained traction on social media and other platforms in recent years, often used to describe or celebrate the most successful MrBeast moments, memes, and achievements. From his most outrageous and over-the-top stunts and challenges to his most heartwarming and inspiring acts of generosity, anything that embodies the spirit of the Beast brand can really be considered BeastRLY. But what is the origin story and meaning of this term, and how has it evolved and taken on new significance over time? Is it a way for fans to express their loyalty and devotion to MrBeast and his message, or a more ironic and self-aware commentary on the nature of internet fandom and idol worship? And what does the enduring popularity of the BeastRLY meme say about MrBeast's impact and influence on the larger culture of media and entertainment, and his ability to inspire and mobilize his followers to embrace their own inner beast and live life to the fullest? That Dude is a nickname that has been used to refer to various members of the MrBeast crew or extended universe over the years, often a playful or mocking way that pokes fun at their quirks. From Chris's deadpan delivery and dad jokes to Chandler's goofy antics and physical comedy, anyone who embodies a certain archetype or stereotype within their group can be dubbed That Dude by their peers, or by fans online as a way of highlighting their unique personality and a role within a larger dynamic. But what is the meaning or significance of this nickname, and how does it relate to the themes of identity, masculinity, and group dynamics that run through MrBeast's content and persona? Was it a way of celebrating the diversity and individuality of his team, or a more problematic and reductive label that flattens and simplifies complex human beings into one-dimensional caricatures? And what did the casual use of That Dude say about language and culture of internet humor at the time? And what does the casual use of That Dude for a bit say about the language and culture of internet humor at the time? In a rare moment of behind-the-scenes drama and controversy, MrBeast announced in 2020 that he had fired one of his longtime crew members, Marcus, for undisclosed reasons. While the exact details of what led to this decision were never fully revealed, MrBeast hinted at some kind of betrayal or breach of trust that had forced his hand and left him with no choice but to let Marcus go. Fans and commentators alike were left to speculate and theorize about what could have happened, with rumors ranging from creative differences and personality clashes to more serious allegations of misconduct or wrongdoing. But what is the real story behind Marcus's firing, and what does it reveal about the complex and often fraught dynamics of working and collaborating in high stakes? Was it a case of friendship and partnership gone sour, or a more calculated and strategic move by MrBeast to protect his brand and reputation? Unfortunately, no one actually knows the true answer except for MrBeast and Marcus himself. One of the more serious and troubling controversies to emerge from the MrBeast universe in recent years involved Chris, one of MrBeast's closest friends and collaborators, and allegations that he used a racial slur in a private conversation or communication. While the exact context and circumstance of this incident remain murky and disputed, with Chris denying any intentional wrongdoing and apologizing for any offense caused, the mere suggestion of such language being used as a member of a MrBeast inner circle was enough to spark widespread outrage and condemnation from fans and critics alike. Many called for Chris to be fired or removed from the team, while others defended him as a victim of cancel culture and political correctness gone too far. Obviously, actions were taken, and Chris is still a part of the MrBeast team, but it brings up interesting conversations about the accountability for those in the spotlight. Despite his squeaky clean image and reputation as a family-friendly entertainer, there have been occasional rumors and conspiracy theories over the years suggesting that MrBeast has a secret criminal past or has been arrested for various offenses. From minor infractions like speeding or public intoxication to more serious allegations of assault or drug possession, these stories have taken a life of their own in certain corners of the internet, fueled by blurry screenshots, anonymous sources, and wild speculation. But what is the truth behind these rumors, and how has MrBeast himself responded to them? Has he ever directly addressed or debunked these claims, or has he chosen to ignore them and focus on his work and message instead? And the true answer is he's ignored said claims because, quite honestly, it'd be ridiculous for him to address the internet trolls over something that's never occurred. TysonBoy34 is a mysterious figure who's been referenced or alluded to in several of MrBeast's videos and social media posts over the years, often in cryptic, coded ways that have left fans scratching their heads and trying to decipher the meaning. Some have speculated that TysonBoy34 is a former collaborator or crew member who had a falling out with MrBeast and left the team on bad terms, while others believe that he may be a fictional character or alter ego created by MrBeast for storytelling. But who is TysonBoy34 really, and what is the significance within the larger MrBeast mythos and canon? Is he a real person with a hidden history and agenda, or a more abstract and symbolic representation of something deeper and more profound? And what do the scattered and tantalizing clues about his identity and role reveal about MrBeast's approach to narrative and mystery, and his ability to keep fans engaged while guessing with every twist and turn? @WeTalkOverGames is a Twitter account and online community that has been associated with MrBeast and his gaming content in various ways over the years, from hosting fan discussions and Q&A sessions to sharing memes and inside jokes related to MrBeast Minecraft and other gaming videos. @WeTalkOverGames has become a hub and gathering place for some of MrBeast's most passionate and dedicated followers in the gaming world. But what is the history and purpose of this account, and how does it fit into the larger ecosystem of MrBeast's brand and fan culture? Although small, this is absolutely an aspect of MrBeast's empire and helps make his massive online presence what it is today. Despite his openness and accessibility as a creator and public figure, there are still some aspects of MrBeast's personal life and identity that remain shrouded in mystery and speculation, including his middle name. While some fans and online detectives have claimed to uncover clues or evidence pointing out various possibilities from common names like James or Michael to more unusual choices, MrBeast himself has never publicly confirmed or denied any of these theories, choosing instead to keep this detail of his background private and disclosed. But what is the significance of a middle name, and why has MrBeast chose to withhold this information from his fans and followers? Is it possible that he has a really embarrassing middle name? It could just be that he wants some aspect of his personal life to stay personal. MrBeast5999 is yet another alternate account or persona that has emerged from the ever-expanding MrBeast universe, often posting cryptic messages and images that seem to be a part of some larger puzzle that MrBeast is orchestrating behind the scenes. From strange and surreal memes to coded messages and hidden clues, the content posted by MrBeast5999 has become a source of endless fascination and speculation among MrBeast's most hardcore and conspiracy-minded fans, who see it as a kind of digital treasure hunt or scavenger hunt that rewards their attention to detail and ability to think outside the box. But what is the true nature and purpose of this account, and how does it relate to the larger themes and narratives that MrBeast is exploring in his other work? Is it a genuine expression of his creative vision and world building, or a more cynical and manipulative attempt to keep his fans engaged and invested in his brand? Hopefully in upcoming years, mysteries like MrBeast5999 will be revealed. MrBeast conspiracy theory. As with any major celebrity or public figure, MrBeast has been subject to countless conspiracy theories and wild speculations over the years, ranging from the plausible to downright bizarre things. From rumors about his true identity and background to allegations of secret societies and hidden agendas, these theories have taken on a life of their own in certain quarters of the internet, fueled by a mix of genuine curiosity, paranoia, and the allure of the unknown. But what are some of the most persistent and influential conspiracy theories surrounding MrBeast, and how has he himself responded or engaged with them? Among the top are that he's a part of a secret society that allowed him to gain as big of a following as he has, but through his hard work and consistency over the years, we can assume that's not the case. In one of his most ambitious and technically challenging videos to date, MrBeast and his team constructed a fully functional car made entirely of Lego bricks, with the goal of driving it across the country and setting a new world record. The project took months of planning and building, and the final result was a marvel of engineering and creativity that showcased the resourcefulness of MrBeast and his crew. But what happened to the Lego car after the video was finished and the record was set? Was it disassembled and sold for parts, or preserved as a kind of museum piece or art installation? Did MrBeast keep it to himself as a memento for this achievement? The fate of the Lego car remains a mystery to this day, with fans and followers of MrBeast's channel speculating and theorizing about its ultimate destiny. But whatever became of this iconic and beloved creation, its legacy lives on as a testament to the power of imagination and the endless possibilities of human creativity and innovation. MrBeast 5996 is another in a long line of alternate accounts and side projects that have sprung up around the MrBeast brand over the years, each with its own unique focus and flavor. While the exact nature and purpose of this particular account also remains somewhat obscure, some fans have speculated that it may be related to MrBeast's love of gaming and esports, with the 5996 possibly referring to a high score or achievement in a particular game or tournament. Others have suggested that it could be a more personal or experimental outlet for MrBeast's creative urges, a place where he can explore new ideas and formats without pressure and expectations of the main channel. But whatever the truth is behind MrBeast 5996, its mere existence is a testament to the enduring fascination and devotion that MrBeast inspires in his fans, and the seemingly endless well of creativity and curiosity that drives him to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of online entertainment. Long before he settled on the iconic and instantly recognizable MrBeast, the man behind the brand experimented with a variety of names and identities as he sought to find his voice and style as a creator. From early aliases like Beast Mode and Beastmaster to more playful handles like Beast Boy and Beast Dude, these original names offer a fascinating glimpse into the evolution of MrBeast's persona and the ways in which he has refined and perfected his brand over time. But what were the inspiration and motivations behind these early choices, and how did they reflect the larger themes and values that come to define the MrBeast empire today? Were they simply youthful experiments or flights of fancy, or did they contain seeds of something deeper and more profound that would eventually blossom into the global phenomenon that we know today? Only MrBeast himself knows for sure, but for fans and scholars alike, these original names remain a tantalizing and endlessly fascinating piece of the puzzle that is the man, the myth, the legend of MrBeast. In the early days of his YouTube career, MrBeast and his team operated out of a modest warehouse space that served as their headquarters and production facility. It was here that they filmed many of their most iconic and memorable videos, from crazy stunts and challenges to heartwarming acts of charity and generosity. The warehouse became a kind of character in its own right, a physical embodiment of the MrBeast brand and ethos, a symbol of the DIY spirit and bootstrapping mentality that propelled him to success. But as MrBeast's fame and fortune grew, so did his ambitions and need for a larger, more professional space to accommodate his expanding team and vision. Eventually, he made the decision to move out of the warehouse and into a new state-of-the-art studio that could better serve his needs and those of his fans. But what happened to the old warehouse after MrBeast left? Was it simply abandoned and left to decay, or did it find new life and purpose in the hands of another creator or entrepreneur? The fate of this iconic and beloved space remains a mystery, but for those who were there in the early days, it will always hold a special place in the history and mythology of the MrBeast phenomenon. MrBeast 5995, yes, there is another one. Like its predecessors, this account is shrouded in secrecy and speculation, with fans and followers of MrBeast's work poring over every post and update for hidden meanings and messages. Some have suggested that the 5995 in the name could be a reference to a significant date or event in MrBeast's life or career. But whatever the true nature and purpose of MrBeast 995 may be, its mere existence is a testament to the enduring power and allure of mystery in the age of social media and instant gratification. In a world where everything is being constantly shared, analyzed, and dissected, the ability to maintain an air of secrecy and intrigue is a rare and valuable commodity, one that MrBeast and his team have mastered to a great effect. And for those who are drawn to the thrill of the chase and the satisfaction of solving a puzzle, accounts like MrBeast 5995 offer an irresistible challenge and tantalizing glimpse into the mind of a true master of the craft. In the dark and twisted corners of the internet, where there exists a subgenre of online folklore known as creepypasta, eerie and often disturbing stories and urban legends that blur the line between fiction and reality, among the many iconic and enduring creepypasta characters and narrative, there are those that have sprung out about MrBeast, taking the themes and motifs of his videos and persona and weaving them into something altogether more sinister and unsettling. From tales of cursed or haunted video games to stories of dark rituals and hidden messages encoded in his content, these MrBeast creepypastas offer a fascinating and more terrifying glimpse into the darker side of internet culture and the ways in which our collective fears and anxieties can manifest in unexpected and disturbing ways. But what is the true nature and origin of these creepypastas, and how do they relate to the larger MrBeast canon and community? Are they simply a product of overactive imaginations and the desire to create a shared mythology, or do they tap into something deeper and more primal within the human psyche? Whatever the case may be, one thing is certain. For those who dare to venture down the rabbit hole of MrBeast creepypasta, there is no telling what horrors and revelations might wait. Whatever the case may be, one thing is certain. For those who dare to venture down the rabbit hole of MrBeast creepypasta, there is no telling what horrors and revelations may await. Clash Hub is a mobile gaming channel and community that has been closely associated with MrBeast and his brand over the past few years, with the two often collaborating and cross-promoting each other's content and events. From hosting live tournaments and competitions to featuring MrBeast as a special guest or commentator, Clash Hub has become a key player in the world of mobile esports and a valuable partner for MrBeast in his ongoing quest to expand his reach and influence beyond the traditional boundaries of YouTube. But what is the history behind Clash Hub and how does it fit into the larger ecosystem of online gaming and entertainment? Is it simply a platform for showcasing the best and brightest in the world of mobile gaming, or does it represent something more, a community of passionate and dedicated players who share a common love and thrill for competition and the joy of play? Whatever the case may be, the partnership between MrBeast and Clash Hub is a testament to the power of collaboration and the endless possibilities that arise when like-minded creators and communities come together to pursue a common goal. Perhaps one of the greatest mysteries and sources of speculation in the MrBeast canon is the identity and whereabouts of his father. Despite being one of the most famous and influential creators on the planet, MrBeast has remained notoriously tight-lipped about his family history and personal life, with only occasional glimpses and references to his mother and stepfather surfacing in videos and social media posts. But what about his biological father? Who is he, and why has MrBeast chosen to keep him out of the spotlight away from the public eye? Theories and rumors scatter the internet, ranging from the mundane to the outlandish. Some even say that MrBeast's father is a wealthy businessman or politician who prefers to stay anonymous. In recent years, MrBeast's mother has emerged as a popular figure in her own right, thanks in large part to her popular blog and best-selling book about her experiences as the mother of one of the world's most famous and influential creators. Part memoir, part self-help guide, and part behind-the-scenes look at MrBeast's empire, her work offers a fascinating glimpse into the challenges and rewards of raising a child in the digital age, and the ways in which the bonds of family and love can endure and even thrive in the face of unimaginable success and scrutiny. But what is the true nature and purpose of MrBeast's mom's blog and book, and how do they fit into the larger MrBeast canon and mythology? Are they simply a way for her to share her own story and perspective with the world, or do they serve a deeper and more strategic purpose in terms of shaping and controlling the narrative around her son and his brand? Whatever the case may be, there's no denying the power and resonance of her words and the ways in which they've helped humanize and contextualize the MrBeast phenomenon for millions of fans and followers around the world. Another member of the MrBeast family who's remained largely out of the spotlight is his sister, who has been mentioned in passing a handful of videos and social media posts over the years. While little is known about her identity and her relationship with her famous brother, some fans and online sleuths have speculated that she may be involved in the behind-the-scenes operations of the MrBeast empire to some capacity, perhaps helping manage his business affairs or provide creative input and direction for his content. Others have suggested that she may simply prefer to keep a low profile and avoid the glare of the public eye, choosing instead to focus on her own life and pursuits away from the chaos and intensity of her brother's world. But whatever the truth may be, the fact remains that MrBeast's sister is an interesting figure in the larger tapestry of his life and work, a reminder of the many layers and dimensions that make up the man behind the YouTube persona. Finally, we come to the mysterious figure known as John, a name that has popped up time and time again in MrBeast videos and social media posts over the years, often in cryptic and seemingly random contexts that have left fans scratching their heads and trying to decipher the deeper meaning. Some have speculated that John may be a former collaborator or employee of MrBeast who left the team under less than ideal circumstances, but others suggested that he may be a fictional character or alter ego created by MrBeast for the purposes of storytelling. But whatever the truth may be, there is no denying the strange and enduring fascination that the name John holds for MrBeast and his fans, a kind of shorthand or symbol for the many mysteries and unanswered questions that swirl around his life and work. Whether he is real or imagined, a friend or foe, a punchline or profound truth, John remains one of the most captivating figures in the MrBeast canon, a reminder of the power of mystery and endless possibilities of the human imagination. And with that, we've reached the bottom. How many of these secrets did you know about MrBeast? Like, subscribe, and comment what other hidden conspiracies you want revealed about the king of YouTube.